morning, dear hearts. We're starting a new relevant thought, and I think this might be my favorite in part 2 of the workbook, and it's what is a miracle? So please subscribe if you've not yet done so. This section and what we will continue to do, what we have been doing now for part 2 of the workbook is I'll cover part of this relevant thought today, go into today's lesson, and come back throughout the next 10 days and go over a little bit more of what is a miracle. So hopefully by the end of the 10th lesson, we will really understand and be able to wrap our thoughts around miracles. This is, after all, a course in miracles. The relevant thought begins with a miracle is a correction. It does not create, nor really change at all. It merely looks on devastation, reminds the mind that what it sees is false, that's not real. It undoes error because it is that shift, it is that correction, but it does not attempt to go beyond perception nor exceed the function of forgiveness. Thus, the miracle stays within time's limits, and time is limited, but yet it paves the way for the return of timelessness and love's awakening, for fear must slip away under the gentle remedy that the miracle brings. So miracles, we experience them in time, but they help us to step into timelessness. They help us to realize that indeed we are eternal beings, and they simply correct our thought processes that when we look on things that are not real, perceptions, and we realize what we see is false. Now, one of the things in this is that it's a correction, and then it says it does not create nor really change anything at all. So if we go back to 2 of our other relevant thoughts, the first one being forgiveness, in there it says that, forgiveness is still and quietly does nothing. And salvation is undoing in the sense that it does nothing. Miracles only correct. They don't really do anything. They just offer another way of looking at this. We are the ones who either accept them or step away from them and don't believe them. It tells us within this section about miracles are initially accepted on faith because they are so out of the bounds of what we believe is real. So we have to have a little bit of faith in the miracle to accept it. The second paragraph says a miracle contains the gift of grace, for it is given and received as one, and thus it illustrates the law of truth the world does not obey, and giving and receiving are one in truth, because the miracle fails entirely to understand the ways of this world. A miracle inverts perception, which was upside down. This world is upside down. I don't think there's anyone, a course student or otherwise, who will not believe that or accept that idea, that this world is upside down. It was upside down before, and thus it ends the strange distortions that were manifest. Now is perception open to truth. Now is forgiveness seen as justified. In this world, forgiveness is not justified because we're listening to the ego who tells us we should never forgive. There is no reason for us to forgive. The only possible reason, and it wouldn't be forgiveness, it would be a bargain so that we can, at some later date, receive something. So forgiveness is not something of this world. Forgiveness is the home of miracles. Forgiveness opens the path for miracles to be understood, for us to be willing to receive the miracle. Forgiveness is the cause and miracles then are the effects. Without forgiveness, our minds would be blocked to the ability, to the understanding, to the possibility that a miracle could occur out of this situation. So, miracles, forgiveness, they open to each other. They are required for each other. Without forgiveness, there would be no miracles, and there are no miracles if we do not forgive. They are totally and completely intertwined. We will come back to this tomorrow. There is the final paragraph in this, which is so beautiful and very often recited by anyone who does quotes from the Course, because it is that beautiful. Last year, I did it as a meditation. Maybe I will this year again. But today's lesson is I can attack but my own sinlessness. It's lesson 341. And one of the things you will notice now, that all of the lessons are not one-liners. There are 2 lines to each and every lesson from now until the end of our study this year. So lesson 341, I can attack but my own sinlessness, and it is only that which keeps me safe. Father, your Son is holy. I am he on whom you smile in love and tenderness so dear and deep, and still the universe smiles back on you and shares your holiness. So let's close our eyes for this and do just a few moments of meditation for this lesson. For us to accept our sinlessness. And what is our sinlessness? Our sinlessness is indeed our innocence. God's child is innocent. And because God's child is innocent, he is sinless. Because God's child, as he was created without any ego thoughts. Therefore, again, he is sinless. It is only with the acceptance and the belief in an ego mind that I can ever believe that I am guilty, which would be the opposite of my innocence. It is only with an ego mind that I can believe that I have sinned against someone else or myself or my Father. Have I sinned against my Father? If I believe that the ego is the mind that I hear, I listen, I obey, then I will believe that I indeed have attacked my Father. And in attacking my Father, I've really attacked myself. It is always myself that I attack, but my sinlessness, my innocence will keep me forever safe and forever in the space where I see and feel my Father's smile shining down upon me. This is where I abide. This is where I truly live. This is where we live. We live in the smile of our Father, in the embrace of his arms around us, in the heart of God, as we learned yesterday. We are to abide in the heart of God, where his smile, his care, his bounty are given to us. All of his gifts are given to us. So if I attack myself, I am attacking my sinlessness. And if I attack my sinlessness, then I do not believe or feel that I am safe. I am always safe when I am home, in mind, with my Father. I cannot be attacked there. I cannot be punished. I cannot be anything but safe at home. I breathe into that. I accept that. And so today we will not attack our sinlessness because it contains God's word to us. And it is the kind reflection in which we are totally and completely saved and safe. That's it for today. I hope that helped. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you felt your safety with God and His smile. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray. Please breathe. Please be here tomorrow. Namaste.